Kojo, you can't be on Family Matters. Your name can't be on Family Matters, brother. And then you end up in the news for a subpoena not being able to be served to you, right? So if you don't know what's going on, I'll give you a breakdown. I'll pine a little bit. What has to do with Drake's litigation, okay? So hold on your feelings about that. Just 1 second. If you remember on Family Matters, Drake has said Anthony set up the plays. Kojo will be charging you double for none, right? And the idea is that Kojo Asamoah, I should know that. It's an African name. I should know that. He, I believe, is over there at Interscope, which is under UMG. And basically, a judge authorized Drake to serve an elusive, Drake and his team to serve an elusive key witness accused of using buying tactics in a defamation lawsuit. Now, an update on this is an alternative method was used. Okay, an alternative means was used, and it looks like Kojo was actually served that subpoena. And the idea is that Drake and his team believe Kojo Asamoah was involved in directing payments and/or financial incentives from UMG to third parties involved. I want to let you guys know. That's why I told you to hold your thoughts, lawsuit, and all that stuff. Is that when it comes to legal things like this, very sensitive. This doesn't mean anybody's guilty, innocent. It's just developments in a case. And I have been limited in getting, talking too much about these things because I just would rather get a conclusion, right? But I thought this one was interesting because the optics, and I don't blame Owls for being galvanized. Like, listen, Kojo's hiding things, he's ducking. You got to see how it plays. What I also found interesting is that I'm not shocked that not only with that news and also Kojo eventually being served, that Drake had a series of posts on his Instagram today, slides, I should say. One of them is this with Pinocchio holding this sort of, I guess, gem or something like that. The point is, I do find it interesting that he would post this knowing that that news would come out today, and or maybe it's just by coinkydink, right? Another thing some Drake fans have mentioned is they noticed that this, I guess, ice cream truck we're seeing driving around where Drake is located right now is his, doing his international tour and with a camera at the top. And those words right there is translated to mean Iceman. So that would be Iceman in Dutch, right? Okay, you get the gist of all of this. So here we are, right? So the idea is on one hand, Drake's got his Iceman rollout thing. He's doing a tour. He's got new music coming out. Episode 1 and 2, he's teased some stuff about these big reveals and, trying to let you know what's going on and sort of the behind the scenes with his case and what he thinks really happened and the coordination that happened to take him down during the battle, right? So we have that. On the other hand, I got the audience. Some of you are our fans, some of you are our haters, some of you, and we kind of know what the reality is and what the truth is on certain things, and we're watching things play out. So for me, I'm gonna be on a stance. I've told you guys, right? Like when you talk about like hip hop commentators and and culture and knowing what's right or wrong and things like that, is I kind of see what I see, like what's in front of me, but I'm very willing to let it play out while doing my best to not, shuck and jive for the billionaire company. But I do think at some point, with Drake, I kind of want to know, like, hey, dog, you in litigation or you doing music with him? Which one is it? But this kind of development, I think, definitely makes sense to why, some people think it speaks to some of the things that Drake is saying. I think it gives it some validation. So the reality, though, is that you should let it play out. You should let it play out. That's what I'm feeling to do. And then when it's all said and done, I cannot wait to be able to, talk about it in totality and then really also talk about what it means for the music business going forward and both gentlemen's careers.